birthday is in 3 days, and some of you guys were wonderful, it looks like, and surprised me with some books. I had already started to open it because I had bought a gift for a coworker also on Amazon, and I thought that that's what this was. But when I opened it, I kind of saw the edge of a book, and I was like, oh, that's not what this is. So I stopped and turned on my camera because I wanted to catch my first ever gift from the booktube world. So let's see what's inside. God, why is this so hard to open? And why is it such a big box for a book? Oh, guys, I think I know what this is. Yes! It is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. This is a book that I am going to read for the Chaos Rising Book Club, which has Katie, Tammy, Sophia, and Rue in it. And I wanted to read it physically. Let's see. Oh, just a normal. Oh, that's nice gilding on the edge. Who sent me this? Tammy! Thank you, love. Oh, I'm so excited to be able to read this at the same time as you guys. And it is gorgeous, for sure. I love that shininess in the background. I was actually just thinking how I really wanted a physical book from my TBR this month. A lot of my TBR is ebooks this month because I don't have the physical copies. So I'm really excited that I can not look at any type of screen for at least one of my books this month. So thank you. Oh, you're the absolute best. Okay, so it's pretty windy out here, so I'm sorry if it's a bit noisy, but I'm sitting outside reading Jade City on my Kindle, and I'm 9% in. I'm on page 48, and I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts so far. So pretty much everyone who knows me has told me you're gonna love this book. Asian inspired, mostly based on Chinese culture. Really cool magic system, all of that. And so far, those people are correct. You know, I'm, like I said, just in the beginning of it, so I'm just getting to know the characters, but the Jade magic system sounds so cool so far. I love how it's kind of likened to a addictive drug almost, and you have to have specific training to be able to use it. And that's really unique, and I love when magic systems have consequences for their use. So I'm really loving that so far. I'm also really enjoying the little bits of Asian culture that have been sprinkled throughout from real world Asian culture. So the idea of respecting your elders, using honorifics. At one point, one character used an honorific to refer to someone as an uncle in order to show respect and try to diffuse a situation. And that's something, you know, obviously I don't live in China, but that's something that Japan has in common with China. So I'm really familiar with that aspect of Asian culture, and I'm really loving seeing that in a book. And so far it's been very subtly introduced, which is the third thing I wanted to talk about, which was the world building. So the world building has been very masterfully done so far. Nothing's been info dumpy, and everything has been explained in the process of getting something done. So it's never just oh, this thing exists. It's oh, we're gonna go do this thing, which, by the way, is this. And it's been very smooth. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it too. Overall, so far, I'd say this is shaping up to be a really enjoyable read, but I'll be sure to update you guys as I move forward. Sounds like some kids are caught in it though. Plants are getting all the goodness. Okay guys, it's been a long time since I've checked in for a vlog, but Hayato and I are going to attempt the hike that we got lost on 2 vlogs ago. So we are at a different starting point. We're well equipped with our maps this time. We didn't underestimate the mountain. So it's hot, but we've got our cooling towels.
I got spider web.
Oh,
Yay.
that's a good
hand.
start. All right, but yeah, we're gonna go sweat our way up the mountain, and I'll check back in when we're at the summit probably. Bye! Okay, after sweating our asses off in the forest, we finally made it to the waterfall, which is about the halfway point. And I have to say, even though it's really hot today, the hike is nice because you're next to the river the whole time since you're hiking to a waterfall. And yeah, it's quite pretty actually. So there are a lot of bugs out though because it's summer. But let me show you the waterfall. Here she is. Not as big as Shiraito no Taki, which she went to before. This waterfall feeds the little creek or river that you follow along the whole time. There's Hayato. And there's a really nice breeze here, finally. So, alright. Talk to you guys later. Okay, so we just fought a fucking war against gigantic bugs on the way up here. Huge. This is why we don't hike in summer, I remember. There's one of my legs right now. I think I got him. But this is like the probably 4/5 the way point, and there's an old shrine.
Maybe you.
Still got some sake there.
I want to give some money, but I have just card. Credit card.
Credit card. It's peaceful here. There's a couple paths that lead off of here. So we're just gonna do the one summit today, but you can cross to 2 other ones. I think our path is this way. So let you know when we get to the top, if we survive it. There's a woodpecker. Oh, he just stopped. Somewhere over here. So this butterfly decided to say hello. And landed on this camera. You want to try to walk and see if he stays, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe our friend will be with us when we get to the summit. Okay, so don't mind the absolutely insane hair. Don't know what's going on here, but we went to the top of the mountain and I forgot to film, so we love that. The view was pretty nice. I'll insert some pictures after this clip, but yeah, it was pretty nice. But honestly, the bugs just made me murderous. So
you became Oni.
I did become an Oni. They really, I guess I wore like a sleeveless shirt, so they really were attracted to my sweat. It was a bunch of horseflies, gigantic horseflies like this big. And yeah, but besides that, it was pretty nice. So I'll go ahead and insert some pictures, and we're about to go to a what's it called?
Itosaisai.
Itosaisai kido. Eigoすると. Farmer's market.
Oh.
That's it. We're gonna go to a famous farmer's market, see if we can pick up some good stuff, and then I think we're gonna go out and have a beer later. So here are the pictures. Okay, so we're in the farmer's market, and what did we find, babe?
This is salt from Itoshima.
Mm.
And then I saw this salt. The chef in the final table used this salt. There, really, wow!
It's pretty expensive, so
800 yen.
for that.
It's expensive.
Not so expensive?
It's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe we should try it.
From here. Wow.
You want it?
No.
Okay. Okay. And just to show you, this is what the farmer's market looks like. Very wide open warehouse, very big for Japan. But we're here about an hour before closing, so yeah, most of the food's gone. Decided to come out to the beach and do some summer fireworks. We're at the beach. So if you don't know, in Japan, just like America actually. Oh, mine's out.
Yay.
Fireworks are definitely a thing for summer. But in Japan, it's more of a small thing. They're out! Like I said, it's a smaller thing, not necessarily like a big event with bottle rockets. So if you could see out on the beach, there's a little fire over there where people have set a fire on the sand and they're lighting their fireworks from that. Oh, behind me, I think one just went off. That's Hayato's. I heard some giggling, but you can see the groups over there. Where's mine? What are you writing? I can't see.
Maybe people can see.
What are you saying? SOS?
No,
M?
love.
Huh?
Heart.
Oh, heart. Oh, that's cute. Thank you, baby. Mwah.
Yours.
Yeah, they just set some in the background. Woo! Someone set off a bottle rocket. So it's more just you set off fireworks with your friends and apparently try to throw them at each other. So you can see it in the back. But this is a quintessential part of Japan, or Japanese summer.
So, ne.
Yeah. Finally, we did it. Oh.
あれ？
まだ？
あ、ちょ。
It's a oh. Sneak. Smells like a campfire. It smells great.
そうね。
Put it out in the sand. We've made a little campfire from our used sticks. So the next thing we're gonna do are these little fireworks here. These are super delicate and they burn up. And the point is that you try to see who can keep theirs burning the longest by protecting it from the wind or whatever you gotta do. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a shot.
And campfire.
With our campfire. Campfire? Campfire for rodents.
I like it. Ooh,
It's actually on fire a little bit.
Yay.
Look at us.
Working.
We let it go out instead of lighting our fireworks on there. Can you light one? Let's not do a competition at first. But it's cute.
Is it?
Yeah. So let's see how long it lasts. Ganbatte.
Harry Potter 今の。
Oh, 本当?
ああ、風が強い。
So protect it. Protect your baby. Oh, もうすぐ終わりそう。
あ、
Oh,
イエーイ。
すごい!
It's cute.
That's a nice one.
Ready?
Yeah.
あ。
あ早く死んだけど。
うん、それはしょうがない。
え You can light it again?
No, just
Oh.
burn this thing.
Whoa. Nothing.
難しいやろ。あ、うわ。
おお、
へいへいへいへい。
強い。あ、頑張れ。
それちっちゃくなっていく。ほらほら。マイス。ほらほら。
お、死にそう。ああ、
早っ。
大丈夫。大丈夫っぽい。ああ、come on baby。
Come on baby, my baby, come on.
じゃあ、私の。
ちっちゃいじゃなくても、it doesn't work.
Yeah, a little bit. This
あ、
is a
押した
little baby.
あ、
Mine's burning
This is
slow
longer.
but long.
でめ。
勝った。
ちっちゃ。
でも勝った。
Yeah.
頑張れ。
Fail.
Your cute little flame. 頑張れ。あらららら。
カルシファーみたい。
まだちょっと。お、まだちょっとある。いやー、頑張れ。あららららら。おー、死んだ。For time I win.
But you
For
drop.
brilliance.
You drop.
I didn't drop it. It dropped itself. For brilliance, I lost.
American.
Competition time. Oh, it doesn't look so good. Mine has a lot of wind. Here's Hayato's.
臭い臭い臭い
お
臭い。
きれい。ああ、早く死んだ。え、まだある。
Mine started now. ちっちゃ。あ、
お、
ジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロジョロ。
マインまだちょっとあるよ。
マインまだちょっとあるよ。
I think
Mine
wins. Mine already did that. It fell and it's still going.
Mine hasn't failed. Fallen. Failed.
Mine's still
最後までいった。
sparking. Oh, when we look at the length.
あ、without falling.
Oh, Hayato won. Damn. Was it that strong?
Yeah, for me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
holding so close.
To protect it. So you remember the guys who were throwing fireworks at each other? They have leveled up to jumping in the dark ocean that is Jesus. Definitely
With phone.
full of, yeah, with a phone, which the light disappeared underwater before, and it's definitely full of jellyfish. You live your life, man. Okay, so I'm on a break at my work out on the fire escape, but I wanted to do an update for this vlog. It has been X amount of days since I've updated. Honestly, I don't remember. But I wanted to do an update because I was reading Jade City for the past week, like on and off. My work has been a bit busy, but in my breaks I was reading it. But then my time ran out from my Libby app and it notified me that it was automatically returning it. And so I was really upset because I was like, oh no, I was really starting to enjoy it. And then I opened my Kindle and lo and behold, there was some kind of glitch between Libby and my Kindle and it hasn't been returned yet. So I'm like so worried that they're gonna fix the glitch or it's gonna like, the Wi-Fi is gonna start working suddenly and it's gonna return it. So I'm reading like crazy at my break, on my break at work right now. But I am loving this book. I'm on page, I think, like 160-ish now. I think I mentioned when I started reading this book that I loved the subtle inclusion of like Asian culture in the writing. So it's not overwhelming, but it's clearly written by someone who knows Asian culture. And while I don't know Chinese culture intimately, Japanese culture was extremely influenced by Chinese culture because that's how they got their language and a lot of things in history. So I'm recognizing a lot of subtle things in here and I'm loving it. Also, the storyline is getting so good. I can like touch and taste the world here. Like the city of Janloon is so well established, and I love how Jade runs through all parts of the city, the politics, the drug cartels, the underbelly of the city, all of it is affected by Jade. So I'm really, really enjoying that aspect of this as well. I just read a scene where I was very worried for one of my favorite characters. And I didn't realize how much I loved him until he was in danger. So clearly the character work is really good as well. So I just can't wait to keep going. So I'm gonna get back to this while I'm still on my break. I'm about 50% through now and I am obsessed. I love this book. The magic system with Jade is phenomenal. I love how there's harsh consequences for using it. It's not just a magic system, it's also a drug. And the political machinations, how it's connected, which I know I've mentioned before, but it keeps getting better and better, and I'm so impressed. Also, I love Shay and Lan so much. I know Hilo is supposed to be a, kind of frustrating character, and he is, but my heart belongs to Shay and Lan. I love them so much. I'm also highlighting the crap out of this, and I almost never highlight ebooks, especially if they're from the library, so I just can't help myself. There's so much that I enjoy about this story. The way that the entire society functions around respect is so on point. Like, characters will make choices to save face, which is such a huge part of Asian society, and it's woven so well into this story. So like I said, I'm about 50% through, and I plan to finish this today. Like, I cannot put it down. So I'm actually gonna go, since I have an e-reader, I'm actually gonna go hang out maybe at the beach or something tonight and finish this, and I'll check back in when I do finish. Okay, so I just read a particular part about, and I'm freaking out. Oh my god, I want to keep this spoiler free, but my baby better be okay. No, why would you do this to me, Fonda Lee? Why? I cannot handle how I feel right now. I'm so upset. If you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about. I'm so upset. Like, I'm so overwhelmed with my feelings that I need to stop reading for a second. But I also really don't want to stop reading because I have to. They're gonna tell me this is a lie, right? I'm so emotionally invested in this. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm about to read the final battle in this book. I'm not going to say who it's between or how the circumstance happened, keeping this spoiler free. But if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm so nervous because Lee has set this up to continue into a second book if the person I want to win doesn't win, or if they lose. Like, either way, a good story could come from it. So I genuinely don't know if the person I want to win is gonna win. And I'm so nervous. Okay, well, I have a feeling after this battle happens, the rest of the story is just gonna close out and we're on to the second book. So I'll check back in when I finish. Okay, so I finished it. I was right kind of about the last bit of it, kind of being the closing. And I'm obsessed with this book. Obsessed. Like, I haven't felt this much adrenaline and like passion for characters in a long time. Like, I've given books 5 stars and I've meant it, but this feels different to me somehow. I just viscerally connected to this story. And so this is definitely going to be like top 5 books in the year for me. I'm not going to get into too many details, but until my wrap up, or I think I might do an individual review for this book, but this reading experience has just been amazing. So 5 out of 5 stars, no surprise for anyone there. I finished it about 10 minutes ago. So the people who recommended this to me were on point. It's exactly what was promised to me and even more. So I look forward to that full review. But I think I'm going to finish this reading vlog here. I have a couple more books that I'd like to finish this month. But I think according to today, yeah, there's still a week left in this month. So you'll get another reading vlog from me at some point. But this is going to be the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, for now, I'm going to head out. Jane.